その鈴の音が呼び覚ますじゃろう。眠っちまってるお前さんの古い記憶を。
何が今流線三個
もしそこのお主らそれ 今度は
ぜひさ。
ようだ。旦那はまあ何によそを漁ってください。どっかの崖上にあんだけきっと中にはお宝が足ならねえどっかのきっと足
はい、これどうか
い族ども、あれは
おぬかいをさ
on fire in conjunction with oil, which we'll be using for scrappy bosses. And then you get the prosthetic esoteric text as well. So this is another upgrade path we can do, skill path. You will get that at this point. And we'll just do some upgrading. And then the axe is great for breaking down the spirit of bigger enemies, basically their posture, and breaking through shields. So that's the one we just got. We're going to go to Shinobi Arts and get the Material counter. This is extremely important, so do get it. Do what we just did again. Old slow door opening of a From Software game. So yeah, this is just the leads back down to the shrine. I'm just going to grab a couple of things here. You can eavesdrop here if you wish, or skip over that. And then once you're done listening, pick one of them. I'll go for the axe guy, honestly, because the other guy will start waving the torch around, meaning you have the time to take care of it as well. There is one more. He didn't get alerted. He's around the other side of the building. But inside here is Shinobi Axe of Monkey, another prosthetic. The axe is very, very good against some bosses and just against certain enemies as well. Yeah, so just fix that him. But he may get alerted. Just be aware of that. And again, I'm hugging the wall trying to grab the coins. Like coin burst. We'll do just a quick hop over to this side and nearly die to some chickens. These things, one, they're fine. You just kind of take them for granted, and that's the problem with these things. If there's a few of them, they can be a bit of a pain because they jump in the air, but they actually really do hurt. It's quite surprising, to be honest. I'm going to switch over to pellets here to heal myself, just get through it, which is quite embarrassing. Some sugar. Here's a couple of them knocking about. Yeah, straight away, we've walked into that. You do have a block button, you know, and I'm panicking running away. Okay. So you've got sugar, got some pellets, which I kind of already used. And I'm going to jump onto the roof. Use the wall, however you can, get onto the big roof. Grab this, and then we'll run back to the shrine. And we'll go and fit up, yeah. That happens in From Software games a lot as well. Just random enemies spawn in, remember that they're dead, and just collapse.
Wonderful. Just wonderful. You believed Ray when you said your sweet new...
They're dead, and just collapse. This cures poison, the status effect. There is another window if you want to get alcohol experience. There's another one here. I'm going to do it because it doesn't give you anything. checking not missing anything. And then as we got these stairs, this is where we're going to use our axe, so have it ready. Try and get the attention of the first guy with the flame. Yeah, he's waiting around. Shouldn't just run in and got him. There's two guys behind him with a shield, which are, without the axe, are a real pain in the ass, to be honest. But with the axe are, so try and get him to run towards you first. Him. And then, sort of mid-distance, use your axe with R2. There's a bit of a wind up to it, so do be aware of that. You'll break their shield, and straight to a death blow and kill them. So that's why we got the axe, because it's really, really good against certain enemies and some bosses. Right, so we have a mini boss fight coming up here, but there are some enemies about. So you can just see him there, he's the one with the spear. This is why we've got the kill counter at this point. We're going to be using that from now on for pretty much all major fights. You can drop down into these flowers and you will be invisible. There is an archer watching the guy with the fire, so it's up to you which way around you do it. I'm going to go for the archer. You can just see he's in the flower there, looked onto him. Keep an eye out on where the monk is. Make sure he's got his back turned. Just got the crackers ready as well. Just to stun the monk if I need to. So he's going to alert everyone, that's fine. We can get rid of both of those. And then don't be worried, don't be afraid, should I say, just to run away and let things calm down if you need to. Good, he's followed me. So there are two guys off to the right hand side as well. Good. Another one which I'm going to be able to get here. So the boss fight back there, so nobody can take any shoot. That's two boss bars. Death below. One there. So try and sneak up on him. If he has become active and he's chasing you, run off and come back. You'll be able to get the opportunity to do this anyway. One hit. Now the kill counter is where things are going to come in. You'll see over the time, you're rectangle, you're about to be a flush attack. You can press circle, you can counter it. So, stand on the spear, there's a massive amount of damage to that boss bar. I'm going to actually have a charge towards and press circle, which is actually quite bad for something like that. This counter, so stand there, press circle. You do the counter and you can take the air pretty quickly. That was quite, they struggle a little bit more on the counter. As you're looking for the press circle, little bits, back away with the next one, plus the counter. Go quite quickly, to be honest. Once you do here, you'll press. There was a pocket block in this, so we're going to go through. Spirit Emblems. We are just going to go, yes, this one I'm going to do this one, because quite a lot of section. We're going to go to the stairway. Just using which one's quicker. No, stairway first. We're going to go to stairway. And we're going to go see the again. And we are going to buy some coin purses. If you're struggling, losing money and things like that, this is the thing you'll want to keep your throughout playing the game. Go buy coin purses. They cost 10 more than you can sell them for. 110 you can sell it for 100 or use it for 100. So there is a thing about 10% tax. But it does mean if you die, you don't lose half of everything because they are now in your inventory. They cannot be touched by death, as it were. So it's a good way to get around that whole death. This is why I'm saying the rot and stuff like that just doesn't really matter, especially when it comes to XP and things like that, because you'll be able to farm it anyway. And then I was going to just walk away then, but there is another trader, so we're going to do that just in case you do have quite a lot. You need the opportunity to put those away as well. Do the guy with cannon here so you don't need to bother you. You don't have to worry about onto the floor though. So they do run out of coin purses, unfortunately, but there are some that you can buy the bigger ones from, things like that. So it's not a perfect system, but it definitely helps. And if you haven't bought the 5 package yet, obviously buy those. And he sells 3, so grab those. And now I will show you how to use the idol as well. It's pretty self-explanatory when I put it in my inventory. Do I need to? Yeah, I guess I did. To use the idol, if you do the idol, you can choose to either go to the dilapidated temple or the last one. You can move that. At this point, it doesn't really matter. I just want to the last one. I'm going to walk straight away somewhere else anyway. I'm going to walk back to the Herato Estate Bamboo Thicket, and we're going to move on. So you upstairs, go to the left. And the water. Just still, especially the first time I played this, does feel weird jumping into water. It's not bad now. In other games, we're jumping into water in a From Software game. There's a card at the back. On scale, so that's our fifth one. Yes, our fifth one. Now there's a really strong enemy up here. We are going to avoid him. You can try and take him on if you want. Good luck. You can use the Mikiri counter on his kick just for your information if you do try and take him on. Yeah, I'm going to do that. We'll leave a couple of options of how to get away. You want to jump up. So you can jump back down to the way we came, back into the water. That's a safe jump. You can do that as long as you land in the water. Or you can jump off to the right hand side of the temple here, which is what I'm going to do because it does take us to the next area we need to be. He's the purple guy on the top there. He's really quite quick, so make a run for the door, and then probably don't get stuck in the corner like I did. Drop some crackers. I shouldn't have moved forward at that point. I should have backed away, got the crackers. Use the idol. If you just do the humble idol, you can choose to either go to the dilapidated temple or the last one. You can do that. At this point, it doesn't really matter. The last one, I'm going to walk straight away somewhere else anyway. I'm going to walk back to the Herato Estate Bamboo Thicket, and we'll move on. So you go upstairs, go to the left, and then jump in the water. Just still, especially the first time I played this, does feel weird jumping into water. It's not so bad now. By other games, we're jumping into water in a From Software game. There's a card at the back. On the scale, so that's our fifth one. Yes, our fifth one. Now there's a really strong enemy up here. We are going to avoid him. You can try and take him on if you want. Good luck. You can use the Mikiri counter on his kick just for your information. You can try and take him on. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave a couple of options of how to get away. If you want to jump up, so you can jump back down to the way we came, back into the water. That's a safe jump. You can do that as you land in the water. Or you can jump off to the right hand side of the temple here, which is what I'm going to do because it does take us to the next area we need to be. He's the purple guy on top there. He's really quite quick, so make a run for the door, and then probably don't get stuck in the corner like I did. Drop some crackers. I should have moved forward that way. I should have backed away, got the crackers. Run in, grab the next.
何事も最初が肝心だ。気を引き締めなくては。
Short inventory. you will automatically pick things up. You'll stop your inventory when you rest. It's because you can only carry one of those after everything. It's one of those things that stores a death blow marker. Each drop opportunity, listen there, and speaks to one in the window to two antidote powder. This cures poison status effect. There is another window if you want to get everyone get all experience as you want here. I'm going to do it to the other thing. Checking nothing there, and then as we go this stairs, this is where we're going to use our axe, so have it ready. Try and get the attention of the first guy with the flame gauge waiting around. Shouldn't just run in and got him. There's two guys behind him with a shield, which are without the axe are a real pain in the ass to be honest. But with the axe are really easy. So try and get him to run towards you first. So get rid of him. And then sort of mid-distance, use your axe or R2, a bit of a wind up to it so you can be aware of that. It's a great and some bosses. Okay. Right, we have a mini boss fight coming up here, but there are some enemies about. So you can see there, you want to see it, and wound up and kill counter at this point. I'm using that from now on for pretty much all major fights. You can drop down into these flowers and you will be invisible. There is an archer watching the guy with the fire, so it's up to you which way around you do it. I'm going to go for the archer, and you can just see him using the flower there, locked onto him. Keep an eye out on where the monk is. See, make sure he's got his back turned. Just going to make things easy. I've got my crackers ready as well, just to stun the monk if I need to. But he's going to alert everyone, that's fine. Both of those. And then don't be worried, don't be afraid, should I say, just to run away and let things calm down. But he's following me. There are two guys off to the right hand side as well. Another one, she's going to be able to get here. So the boss fight in the back there, Shinobi Hunter, Enshin of Risen. Has two posture bars, some death blow, one some healing a bit there. So try and sneak up on him. If he has become active and he's chasing you, run off and come back. And he will give you the opportunity to do this if you run away again. In one hit, now the Kiri counter is where things are going to come in. So you'll see a little kanji, a red kanji, as he's about to do a thrust attack. If you just press circle now, with the counter, you will counter it. Like so. You stand on the spear, you do a massive amount of damage to their posture bar. So again, a bad habit I actually have is I charge towards and press circle, which is actually quite bad because sometimes I this is the counter. So just stand there, press circle. You do the counter and you take the carry, and that was quite easy. You may struggle a little bit more if you're not used to the counter yet. As looking towards you, press circle, and you counter. Stand on it, give a couple of hits, back away, wait for the next one, thrust, the counter. Done. Quite quickly, to be honest. And then once you're through here, you'll be able to rest. There was a fog gate blocking this, so we weren't able to get through. Spirit Emblems, that's what those little angel things are called. I don't know if that just came to me, but it did. We are just going to go, so there's one going to do at this point now, so we have quite a lot of steps. We're going to go to the stairway. Stairway, best thing to do. We're going to go to two stairways. And we're going to go to the pedal again. And we are going to buy some coin verses. So if you're struggling, losing money and things like that, this is the thing you'll want to keep a note of throughout the game. Go buy coin verses. They cost 10 more than you can sell them for, 110 you can sell for 100 or use it for 100. So there is a thing about 10% tax. But it doesn't mean if you die, you don't lose half of everything. They are now in your inventory, they cannot be touched by death, as it were. So it's a good way to get around that whole death. This is why I'm saying the rot and stuff like that, it doesn't really matter. Especially when it comes to XP and things like that, because you'll be able to farm it anyway. And then, I was going to just walk away then, but there is another trader, so we're going to do that just in case you do quite a lot. You have an opportunity to put those away as well. You'll get every time here, so everything for you. So they do run out of coin verses, unfortunately, but there are some that you can buy the bigger ones from, things like that. So it's not a perfect system, but it definitely helps. And if you haven't bought the bike, you obviously buy those. And detail 3 to grab those. And now I will show you well, self-explanatory well, do I need to? Yeah, so use the idol, use the humble idol, you can choose to either go to the dilapidated temple or the last one you can use that. At this point it doesn't really matter. I just want the last one, and then walk straight away somewhere else anyway. And walk back to the last state and pick it, and we'll move on. So you go upstairs, go to the left, and then jump to the water. Just go, especially the first time play, it does feel weird jumping into the water. But now, my other games will begin to walk in the console play game. So they do run out of coin verses, unfortunately, but there are some that you can buy the bigger ones from, things like that. So it's not a perfect system, but you get them. Grab those. So use the idol. If you just do the humble idol, you can choose to either go to the dilapidated to the Herato State Bamboo Thicket, and then jump in the water. Just go, especially the first. Anyway, I'm going to walk. I'm going to be able to get here. So a little bit there. Like towards and press circle. It's actually quite bad because sometimes I miss the counter. So just stand there, press circle, and you do the counter, and you can take that care of enemies pretty quickly. That was quite easy. You may struggle a little bit more if you're not used to the counter yet. But as it comes rushing towards you, press circle, and you counter it. Stand on it, give a couple of hits, back away, wait for the next one, thrust, and counter. Done. Quite quickly, to be honest. And then once you're through here, you'll be able to rest. There was a fog gate blocking this, so we weren't able to get through. Spirit Emblems. That's what those little things are called. I don't know if that just came to me, but it did. We are just going to go. Yeah, so this one I'm going to do at this point now, because we have quite a lot of scent. We're going to go to the stairway. I'm just using which one's quick, which one's the best one. Stairway's the best one to go to here. We're going to go to stairway. And we're going to go to the pedal again. And we are going to buy some coin purses. So if you're struggling, losing money and things like that, this is the thing you'll want to keep note of throughout the game. Go buy coin purses. They cost 10 more than you can sell them for, 110 you can sell them for 100 or use it for 100. So there is a thing about 10% tax. But it does mean if you die, you don't lose half of everything because they are in your inventory. They cannot be touched by death, as it were. There's a good way to get around that whole death. This is why I'm saying the rot and stuff like that just doesn't really matter, especially when it comes to XP and things like that, because you'll be able to farm it anyway. And then I was going to just walk away then, but there is another trader, so we're going to do that just in case you do have quite a lot. Maybe the options to put those away as well. Jump the iron cannon here so that'll be value. Just worry about long floor though. So they do run out of coin purses, unfortunately, but there are some that you can buy the bigger ones from. Things like that. So it's not a perfect system, but it definitely helps. And if you haven't got 5 people, you have to buy those. And he sells 3 scrap those. And now I will show you how to use the idle. Well, it's self-explanatory work in the industry. Do I need to? Yeah, I guess I do. To use the idle, if you just do the number idle, you can choose to either go to the dilapidated temple or the last one you can do that. At this point, it doesn't really matter. I just want to the last one. And then walk straight away somewhere else. I'm going to walk back to the Devato Estate and the thicket. And we move on. So we go upstairs, go to the left. And then jump in the water.
Shrine Conference in Linear.
And then jump in the water. Just still, especially the first time I played it, does feel weird jumping into water. It's bad now. Another game, from software game. Get your card at the back. On the scale, so that's our 5th one. 5th one, yes, I think. Now there's a really strong enemy up here. We are going to avoid him. You can try and take him on if you want. Good luck. You can use the kill counts on his kick just for your information. You can try and take him on. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to give you a couple of options on how to get away. So you can jump back down to the way we came, back into the water. That's a safe jump. You can do that when you're under the water. Or you can jump off to the right hand side of the temple here, which is what I'm going to do. Just take us to the next area we need to be. The purple guy on top there. He's really what information you can do. Try and take him on. Yeah, take him on if you want. Good luck. Away somewhere else anyway. I'm going to walk back to the Devato Estate and the thicket. I'm going to move on. So you go upstairs, go to the left, and then jump in the water. Just still, especially the first time I played this, does feel weird jumping into water. It's not so bad now. Like other games, we're jumping into water in a From Software game. Treasure card's back on the scale, so that's our 5th one. 5th one, yes, 5th one. Now there's a really strong enemy up here. We are going to avoid him. You can try and take him on if you want. Good luck. You can use the McKinney counter on his kick just for your information. You do try and take him on. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to give you a couple of options of how to get away. So you want to jump up. So you can jump back down to the way we came, back into the water. That's a safe jump. You can do that as long as you land in the water. Or you can jump off to the right hand side of the temple here, which is what I'm going to do because it does take us to the next area we need to be. He's the purple guy on the top there. He's really quite quick. So make a run for the door, and then probably don't get stuck in the corner like I did. Drop some crackers. Couldn't move forward at that point. I should have backed away. Drop the crackers. Run in, grab the next Shinobi tool, and then you should be able to drop down here. He drops over there where the fire is. You will take some damage, but it means you're behind all the archers here, which is not a bad thing. If you manage to lock onto one of these archers, you drop and get a death blow, you'll take no damage. So try and do that if you can. Now this does go quite well in the fact that I'm able to get these archers. There's a few enemies down there. What doesn't go so well is the enemy that we were running away from has followed me down, which is not great because yeah, the whole point was to run away from him, but he's followed me down. So don't go up this way. I don't want him around. I'm not going to try and kill him. So you've got a few options again. Jump off the water. You can circle back around, or just run down these stairs, which I'm going to do, and then I'll just show you the correct path to take. Right the way back to the shrine, and we'll start again. What we need is the prosthetic tool. It means we don't have to bother with that. Okay, again, they are very fast enemies to be taken on at this point. So we'll jump around. So this is where you would have come up as you jump to the water. A couple of guys here, kind of somewhat silently if you can. And then if you hook up here, you'll be able to get back up to where those archers were. They'll see you, but you can make a run for it. You'll be able to get a head start on them. They're a pain here. That fire really does. It's not good. No, a bit too far. Build up. So this is when you would use the powder, dousing powder. Obviously I don't. Yeah, you see that then when I was trying to go for the Sekiro counter on the thrust. See, now I've been set on fire, which is a problem. So don't do what I'm doing here, rushing into it. Use the powder, back away. It's what it's there for. It's just one of those things you just think, oh, I'll use that. And I just never do. Just kind of brute force it. Yeah, I try to use the counter, but I move forward at the same time. It's a bad habit I have. Sometimes it lets me get away with it, sometimes it doesn't. In that case, obviously it didn't. And then up here is some powder. There are a couple of guys on the stairs, but we don't need to bother with them. And then on this bridge is a big guy, which we've not fought yet. We got a death blow, got a death from above kind of thing on the last time we saw one of these. They're slow. And they have a bit of a build up to their attacks, which is a problem. Don't go running across the bridge, just get him to come towards you, because there's two guys with shields behind him. So it's quite bad. The little jump there as well. It's the timing on these attacks which can be a bit of a pain. They do block. Yeah, it's not only just the swing. Whoa, that was horrendously close. I'm taking my yeah, you haven't got anywhere. It did not go well. It really go myself. I'm recording this, and that obviously never helps. So do block, back away if you need to build the bar up. And then back if you need to.
Here, the modern man emerges. Confident.
As if you need to. Yeah, move a little L1, kind of keep that L1. And then eventually you manage to kill him. They are not fun to fight because of that weird delay that they have. So go to the axe again. And now we are good. Definitely made that look more difficult than it should have been. No, he's looking for items, looking about. I'm going to speak to Father. He's going to give us the hidden temple key after a while. There we go. That means we can fight the boss of this area, which we are not doing yet because she is not easy. The first time I played it, this is where I came. The first major boss was Lady Boss Pleasure saying, I thought, yeah, I've got to go and fight her. Yeah, don't do that because she's really tough. You're not going to do the game. So if you jump across these mini houses here, and if you are low on health, I'm going to give you an option in a minute to go back. So stop here, and I'm going to switch my homewood idol and just go to the last unit, basically because I need to heal. And I'll show you a quicker way back here. You need to go to the top to get the key, essentially. So yeah, it makes sense. So I'm just jumping across these mini houses here. So yeah, don't do that. She's really tough. So I'm jumping across these mini houses here. If you are low on health, I'm going to give you an option to go back. So stop here. I'm going to switch my homewood idol and just go to the last unit, basically because I need to heal. And I'll show you a quick way back here. You need to go to the top to get the key, essentially. So yeah, it makes sense in that respect. Yeah, it might seem like I could have just done this for a while. Go back the way around the roof, archers will follow me. And then I'm just going to jump in the water and swim up. Twice, we'll be back. Just where we are, throw water away. So carry on. It's all nice and fresh now. A few enemies here. Stealth kill. Watch out, we're not too dead ahead there. One thing you can do here is with the lead drop. We do not go running in until we do enemies to the left of them. There's an archer to the far left. Yeah, don't destroy. Do sneak on the edge. You can just make out the archer there that's onto him. You can't stealth over, but you want to him, you get into him. And you hit him a couple of times and kill him. Now, you really want to get the axe guy here, but there's a chance of finding him this time. It's a bit of a pain, but the shield guy is a good option as well. It's fixing to I did completely done. So there's a monk, it's very similar. I guess it makes it more approachable. Yeah, I think so. Right, so sneak with the guy coming up the stairs here. Speaking of completely messing with them and making it very capture, that's what we're about to do again. So there's a monk, it's very similar, if not the same to the one before, mini boss, but he only has the one health bar. He does take a while, but he will move away. I died, there's one behind him as well. I died, so the idea is to get behind him, get death blow, kill him. Not just start slashing too soon and start doing it wrong, basically. Because there is one behind him as well. So go, get self kill on this one, he'll be dead, there's no second bar with him. And then deal with this second one, which they are pretty standard fights for a monk. You have the normal block and the get counter. A couple of times, you get counter, and should be dead. But I did completely die the first time I did it, so I didn't have to come back. I actually run back, I didn't do it. That's it. Just go through them, a couple of extra things there, but what we're going to set If they're a little bit too difficult for you, do two of those. Essentially, it's only one. I just did both because, yeah, you can go back through. So go back up to where the football was before. There's just the last one here. How you want it. You're moving into the tunnel, and then you go to the wardrobes. So you can do a video game from side to side. You're going to talk about the state. Let's go. So we're going to be doing another mini boss right here. It's not very straightforward. It's very straightforward. It really is. There's quite a few enemies on there. So there's got lots of enemies dead heads. You get on the rooftop, but they do spot you. It's a bit of a pain. They always do manage to spot you. I don't think you can really stealth it. Unless you use one of the shutters. But they do spot you. So what you do is and go over here and you're in a sort of stealth situation. Yeah. Now there's a ramp there on the right you can go into the building with, which is yeah, you can go back, just remember them. Yeah, so go back up to where the bottle was before, and it's just the last one here hanging on. It's into the wardrobes, so you can do a video game, side to side. Go to the state. Let's go. So I'm going to be doing another mini boss right here. It's not very straightforward, it's very straightforward, it really. There's quite a few enemies on the there's a lot of enemies dead heads. You get on the rooftop, but they do spot you still. With the sort of stealth situation. Yeah. Now there's a map there on the right you go to the building with, which is probably the better option for I'm going to show you how far this actually goes before you move on this end. Basically, that whole way back to where I started. So this is where I started, and go all the way underneath here. Now each single building for something. Yeah, that's the right way. So either way, you go from the other end or this end, the other end probably better. Either way, the part of down. That's how it's really important. You do a lot of things. Yeah, so what I think all the enemies. We don't know what big guys want. Right back at the house of the problem. And the amount of friendly items it's very rare early on, but extremely useful and necessary for some enemies to be bosses. So don't use it, use it sparingly. So you want your aggro situation to be not. So if anyone follows you, follow you, be ready, make sure you're not seeing clear. So yeah, save. Do need it. Those guys, right? Speaking of that, needs. It's friendly, speak to him, but do not do it yet, because you're going to run so as many boss right off. There's just the other leads that's right. So there's a lot of enemies around here, and many boss in the middle. So what we're going to try to do is try and clear the herd a bit. So this one is going to fall ahead of it. So when you get that done, put it into this guy a couple of times, and you should aggro anybody else, you should be fine. There is a somewhat safe area in this one. I will just say to put oil into your item slot. You will have to at this point. I do get to do it. It's an essential thing. That's in the flame vents. So I'm not really bother with Juzo and Inga himself. Let's try and get rid of all the enemies first. There's lots of super shields. It's not just and then also quickly, once you get to the ground, go through that real quick and next he will start fighting with you. So it takes a bit of attention away. The main thing you want to do here is try and get the guys. He can die very quickly. I hope the guys in the warehouse will take attention and hope the friendly. But yeah, we just don't really put it so get a little bit of yeah, so my guys actually struggle. Look at the day, the boys just look at tree. Look at something. Actually, so what Juzo on his own now? So he's failed, he's dead. So once he's dead and you're alone, you can run around this corner and get Juzo at some end, and you will de-aggro. So go on here to switch your oil, I need the oil. That's how we take him down. So there he's gone now. You see the health bar moving on the left. And once he's done that, there he is. Then you creep up behind him, gets a free hit in. That's it. And there's no other ones left. And then you take a first bar away. And then you're going to want to throw oil at him. So it's in your inventory. So move across and then use up to where to throw at him. Choose him there. And then hit him with a flame bend. This is more of a health over stamina bar, muster bar kind of fight. You can also do it if you want to hit him with foil. Didn't get close to actual on the left. He's an interest in this. There was very simplified in interesting sense and just keep going like that. And you get some unrefined sake and a very refined sake, or most of the more of the alcohol drinks that you get. You give to certain characters and you just speak to them a bit more, don't have a conversation with them. Two more behind the Betty, very, very big. Stop. So where we started, once that guy. Straight to the temple this time.
Okay.
It's if you remember, I think this is the shield. Which one is this one getting? Oh. It's the order of Saki and a Brevi. You can find Saki or mostly for all the alcohol drinks we get. You give to certain characters and you just speak to them if you want to have a conversation, basically. Yeah, it's necessary, but you can do it. There's 2 more guys in here. Wealth, we have a coin purse. We have 2 more divine confetti, very, very handy. And then another Brevi. So with that Brevi, we now have enough to create our first.
Try shopping online. Install and go. Williams used the warrior, the mage, or the hunter. And Albion Online, you don't have to choose.
Not to use our first or create our first Brevi for means. If you are to the list of missions, we'll sneak in. And then this is the old one, the game's about. So you can speak to her if you want to, a bit more backstory, and then the rest of that is as far as we go, because after this is Ladybug's Fire Raid, of course, and we're going to do that. Quest skills, I'm going to go for more spirit and just this one, actually move towards more healing as well, shortly. That's what we'll do for now. That's his contribution will create which increases our posture and our health, which is and then we will look back to the state path, so where we started. Turn across. So we'll create a there. far as we go, because after this is where it goes flying, of course, so we're going to do that. Quiet skills, I'm going to go for more spirit emblems just at this point. We'll actually move towards more healing as well shortly. So that's what we'll do for now. And then we'll do enhanced physical attributes. Enhanced physical attributes, we'll create our necklace, that's what we're after. Which increases our posture and our health, which is excellent. And then we will go back to the estate path, so where we started. We're just going to jump across. Don't see that guy in the jar. There is an enemy down here, so do get a drop on him. That didn't really work. Very sad fight in the situation with flame dark souls. Never really got some things. So you can help 5 scales if you manage to kill them. You get some temple this time. From here, we're going to face them again. Where all the dark souls in there. You know how annoying time from software games. So you can have 5 scales if you manage to kill carpals in the water in this area, a little bit submerged. And you'll be able to get floating passage text. That's something you need to grab for skills. So, go straight to the door.
One is more ship.
Here we're facing aesthetic. That we are missing. This is the one that we grabbed out of the enemy.
One is large nut. Yogi, large.
It's a little bit like blocking iframes. It's not really but yeah, that's what we'll leave it. We'll go to try and make sure you quit up. Yeah, it's a little bit like blocking iframes. And yeah, that's what we'll leave it. We're going to walk over to the shrine, make sure you quit out and save the proper way, and yeah, we'll pick this up in the next one. So, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
So you wakaranai wakara.
We're going to be doing the outskirts, basically continuing it this time, so we're going to carry on up the stairs where we left off. We'll teleport to